Good afternoon, Math Masters and Math Wizards. Remember, if you miss a lesson, you can always just catch up. You'll have a lot of time to do so. So today, if you have your problem set, and I think we only have one left after this, it's problem set, lesson 21, page 181. And our instructions are draw a tape diagram to represent each addend. Decompose one of the tape diagrams to make like units, then write a complete number sentence. Use a number bond to write each sum as a mixed number. So once again, we're adding fractions with different denominators. And our goal is to make these denominators the same. And there's a couple of, well, there's one way we do that is through multiplication. So let's get started right away. We're going to start off with 3/4 plus 1/2. So we're making two tape diagrams. Now, one of them is going to be quarters and one of them is going to be halves. So we're going to break this up into 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this one into two pieces. So this is 3/4, and I'm just doing these stripes like that, and 1/2. So we need to convert our halves to quarters. How do we do that? Well, 2 times what is 4? 2 times 2 is 4, right? So if I break this into 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, now I have a denominator that is the same as this. So let's see what our math sentence looks like now. We have 3/4 plus 1, 2, 2/4. You see how we multiply 2 times 2 is 4 and 1 times 2 is 2. So now we're ready to add. And we've been doing this for a while now. The denominator remains the same, so it stays at 4. And then 3 plus 2 is 5. So what kind of fraction are we left with? We are left with an improper fraction, right? So we got to use number bonds to make this into a mixed number. 4/4. 5 minus 4, one more fourth to go, plus 1/4. What does that equal? It equals 1 whole and 1/4. So 1 and 1/4. And we can see that if we wanted to, we could go like this. Let's just cross this one out and put it up there. And we'd have 1 and 1/4. All right, let's continue on to 2/3. Wow, I really can't see at all. 2/3 plus 3/6. I'm hoping for those glasses soon. All right, two tape diagrams, one to show 2/3 and one to show 3/6. Okay, so let's do 2/3 first. 1/3, 2/3. I'm going to go ahead and shade these in. 1/3, 2/3. We have 2/3. And our next one is going to be 3/6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's color in 3. 1, 2, and 3. So now I have to get the thirds to sixth, right? So that we can add them. So what I'm going to do is go 3 times 2. What's 3 times 2? It's 6, right? So I'm just going to break these right in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and I'm ready to add. So my 2/3 became 4/6. They're equal, plus the 3/6. And that equals what? Well, we know the denominator does not change. And 4 plus 3 is 7. So now let's use a number bond. 6, 6. To make a whole, and then we're left over with what? Well, 6/6 plus 1/6 is 7/6, and there we have it. Our mixed number is 1 and 1/6. And we could prove that again. What if I were to just take this, I'll take these 2/6 and put them up here, and I'd have 1 and 1/6 left over. Okay, let's continue on with letter C. Letter C. Okay, we have 5 6 plus 1/3. 5 6 plus 1/3. Let's get started on that. So we're making two tape diagrams. The first one's going to show me 5 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's go ahead and shade in 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. And now we're going to make 1/3. So 1, 2, and 3. Now once again, 3 times 2 is 6, right? So we have to make this into 6 units. Right now they're just 3. How do we do that? Multiply by 2. And look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. Now we're ready to add. How many 6 do we have? We have 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do addition. We have 5 6 plus 4 6. Once again, the denominator doesn't change, but we add the numerators. 5 plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 9 6. Now we know that 9 6 is an improper fraction. The numerator is greater than the denominator, so we have to use number bonds to make it a mixed number. So I'm going to make 6, 6, and how many 6 would I have left over? Well, 6 plus 3 is 9. So we have 1 and 3 9s. And once again, if I were to take that over and put it up there, it'd be 1 and 1, 2, 3 9s. Watch, I'll prove it. Cross that one out. Bring it up here. 1 whole and 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, where did I put 9s over there? I'm sorry. 6. I was not thinking. 1, 2, 3, 6. All right. Let's keep going with 4 5ths plus 7 tenths. And what I'm going to do a little differently here, we're going to set up our problem. I know I have to make this to be tenths, right? So let's do a tenth here and a tenth there. So they have to be the same. 5 times 2 is 10. 4 times 2 is 8. So this is going to become 8 tenths plus 7 tenths. So we're going to prove this with 2 tape diagrams. There's 1 and 2. So the first one is 4 5ths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the next one is 7 tenths. So that's supposed to be 10 units here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have fifths here and tenths there. Let's go ahead and shade in our numerator. 4 5ths. 4 5ths, and now 7 tenths. Okay, so now we have to do 5 times 2 to turn these fifths into tenths. So let's just go ahead and split them. And the fifths, voila, become tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we're ready to add. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tenths is equal to 4 fifths plus 7 tenths. What do we get? Well, the denominator remains the same, then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 tenths. Make our number bond. The first one will be 1, 10 tenths. And what do we have left over? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 5 tenths. So we have 1 and 5 tenths. And once again, I can improve that by crossing out these two and putting them up here, just borrowing them. 1 whole and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tenths. Okay? Let's go on to our next problem. This is letter D, I believe. Or no, A, B, C, D, E, E. 1/2 plus 3/4. And now we're doing something a little bit different here. It says, draw, excuse me, draw a number line to model the addition, then write a complete number sentence using number bond to write each sum as a mixed number. So we're going to use number lines this time around. So we have 1/2 plus 3/4. I'm guessing that's going to be greater than 1. So let's do our number line. This is actually 2a. 0, 1, and 2. The first thing we're going to do is find 1/2. Well, 1/2 is halfway between 0 and 1. So I'm going to go, remember this? Boo! Plus 1/2. Now I need to add 3/4 on. So to do that, I'm going to have to change these to quarters, right? So 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. 1 1/4, 1 2/4, 1 3/4, 2. I'm adding on 3/4. 1, 2, 3. Boop. Okay, so now it looks like my answer is 1 1/4, but let's do the complete number sentence to show the math involved there. This 1/2 becomes 1/4, 2/4 plus 3/4. What's that going to equal? Well, the denominator remains the same, and 2 plus 3, 3, 4, 5 is 5/4. We'll do a number bond. I'm going to kind of shoot the number bond out this way to save us space here. So we have 4/4, and what's left over? 1/4. So our answer is 1 1/4. Ta-da! Let's go down here to 1/2 and 6/8. We're going to use a number line again. And I can guarantee that this is going to be greater than 1. So let's do 1/2 for starters. Plus 1/2. And then we need to add on 6/8. So we need to turn this into 8ths. Whew! I got to break this up into 8 pieces, okay, from 0 to 1. So let's just go ahead and start. We have 1/2 here. So if I'm going to make it 8ths, this is going to have to be 4/8, right, for 1/2. So 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8 are 1. 1 1/8, 1 2/8, 1 3/8, 1 4/8, 1 5/8, 1 6/8, 1 7/8, 1 8/8 are 2. So we're going to add on 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to show that addition. We're going to go boo plus 6/8. And now we're ready to add. So what do we have? The 1/2 became 1, 2, 3, 4/8 plus 6/8. Remember, denominator does not change. 4 plus 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have 10/8. Let's make a number bond, sideways number bond. 8/8 for 1. And what's left over? 10 minus 8 is 2. 2/8. So our answer is 1 2/8. And if we check the number line, take a look. 1 2/8. We are absolutely correct. Okay, make sure you get in 25 minutes of IXL and Imagine Learning. And check the language arts section for a language arts lesson, and social studies or in science, check those, see if you got a lesson there too. Hope to see you soon. Bye for now.